Hey, what's up, everyone? My name's Lionel. Hey, I'm your host for LT Productions, and you are watching I Watch You Watch. We are covering Belle Collective. This is season 3, episode 18, I believe it is. I appreciate everyone for coming to my channel. Please like this video and share it. You can also subscribe to my channel and leave your comments below. There's some things I'm kind of saying some of the repetitive things over and over, but now some more issues have come to the surface again that I gotta say it again. Shout out to Mr. Carlos King and Kingdom Reign Entertainment and to the cast. I gotta go off, y'all. Sorry. Okay, so we start at uh, the continuation of Glenn and Letitia going at it because Glenn popped up, mic'd up at the restaurant that she was at. We find out even later on in the episode that he was supposed to be going to work, and for some reason, the people told him they don't really need him. I don't understand why you would try to send me, I'm talking to me personally, why you would send me on a highway somewhere just to tell me to turn around. That's gas money. I don't know if that comes out, if he gets a stipend or whatever, but I would definitely charge it to them. But anyways, he was coming back to surprise Latrice so that he could apologize. But anyways, before we even get there, they're fighting, going back and forth. And basically it's to the point of, I need you to be there to support me and accept the elevated me. And Glenn's like, I do respect that. And then she said, I need you to stop talking all this cliff talk to me about how you want me to be more like Latrice. And he said he would like her to be more like Latrice as far as submissive. I don't know about submissive. I mean, Latrice, she speaks up for this marriage that they got with her and Cliff. And okay, go you. You do know that you married an older man. And that's the reality of it. You know, she wears that crown and she wears that medal, and that's her prerogative. Oof. So they're going back and forth. I don't know all the specifics because I'm kind of like done with this relationship here, because it's like, where are we going and what are we doing? I don't root for the relationship, so let's move it along. Letitia gets up and she's going to her car and all that. And then Glenn comes over to his car and then says, you know, I didn't even come up here for all this stuff. And then Letitia said, what do you want from me? What do you want me to be? What do you want all this stuff? And then I think he said, I want you to be you, blah, 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 blah. And then she's still going off again, even though she said that she was leaving. And then he said, I don't really have time for all this stuff. And then he goes to his car. And then she gets mad and goes run over to his car, bamming on the door and opening the door, putting a finger in his face. And you don't get to do this. I'm tired of you doing this. Da, 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 da. I need you to respect the elevated me. And all this talk about jealousy, that's Cliff talk. But if he doesn't respect that, we always had each other's back. If he doesn't respect the elevated you, Letitia, then chances are he is jealous. You said in your confessional that he's used to being the breadwinner. So now you're saying this is Cliff's fault, as you have said on everything. All I see is a common theme this whole season. It's either Latrice's fault or Cliff's fault when it comes to these women and this cast. They got that much power over y'all that you've already, your relationship is jacked up as it is. And now you're going to blame another set of people when it was already jacked up before they even came on the scene. He ends up driving off, and that's the end of that. So Willie and JJ, they meet up, and they're going miniature golfing. JJ doesn't know what he's doing. Anyways, Willie does. And you know, I know he's got to be competitive. So they're talking about, you know, that they really got to get Glenn away from Cliff. And I guess they're saying the same things, da 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 da. I think Willie was more bothered at how Glenn ended up calling Letitia the night that they were at Soguchi's birthday party. But it's like, if you trust your woman, then there was no need for you to even have to call. So he didn't like that situation. I don't know how much influence Cliff really has. You know, we only get to see 5 minutes or so of what's going on. Though I think some things he does put in his ear to think and evaluate, yeah. Ultimately, it's still Glenn's decision to do that. If you've been with this woman for over 20 plus years and some random man that you've known for probably a year or so can come in and bulldoze this relationship, then what type of relationship have you really had all of this time? And this is the first guy or the first person that's been able to influence him to do something different about his marriage, as you have been dogging out Letitia for years. I'm in no way trying to defend Cliff. I just think I'll be with you when you're right, and then I'm going to tell y'all that y'all are wrong as two left shoes if I have to about Cliff. I don't like him, but I'm not about to let y'all put this on him and y'all just creating all these storylines based upon Latrice and Cliff. They are quite a powerful dynamic duo. So, anyways, they're going to put together this barbecue, and it's going to be themed 70s, and Willie and JJ are going to have a cook-off about who can make the best ribs. I'm trying to remember what the next scene was. I think it was Marie. Marie is with her daughter Zuri for this dance rehearsal. It's going to include moms and daughters. But she's also has invited her mom because she remembers growing up and not having that in her life as far as her mom when it was time for the dance recitals and all that good stuff. So they are rehearsing and all that. And then the mama comes in. I forgot her name. Sorry. Is it Lula? I think it is. It might be Lula. She comes in and she sits. She has the granddaughter, Zuri, sitting on her lap. And Marie was like, well, I don't like that she's really popping in right now. And like nothing's happened. And basically she needs a reality check. So she's saying that this is a physical demonstration of me being with my daughter is something that I desired from out of you. Ms. Lula recognizes that she got a drug problem. And she also, when she said this, I'm like, ma'am, she said that she has some mental problems. Why do they have this woman on TV? I'm sorry. I do not feel right about this woman being on TV. I try to be nice about that aspect about Marie. Of course, I haven't liked about the exploitation. I don't go in on the internet about that type of stuff. But it's like, this woman is, she knows that there's a lot of stuff wrong with her. And she don't want to fix it. So she was hearing Marie talking. Then she's like, well, you also got to thank me for being out of your life. Because that's what made you into the millionaire that you are today. See, I didn't have you. Your daddy is responsible for you, helping you and all that. But I didn't have you dragged out with me when I was out on the corner in the drugs and stuff. Is that, do we need an applause for you, ma'am? I don't get it. I don't get it. It's confusing to me. And Marie, you need to get your mom off camera. It might have been one thing if y'all put her in therapy and we were seeing a therapy session, but you see this woman. This woman just came from the streets after doing what she did to your coat for $30. She pawned out your coat. And now you got her here. I need you to see this. I need you to see this. You know who your mama is, and we know who your mama is. I can't tell anyone that nobody's going to get better. But guess what? 40 plus years or so? 30 something years? And she's still not clean? Let's stop it. Let's just stop it. So anyways, I think that's, Tamara. She goes up to Goddess Links. She talks with Joshua for a few minutes. She's getting some hair. She got 30 inches. I guess it's going to go down to her buttocks area. That's stripper hair. Latrice comes out and they talk a little bit. There's this honors award ceremony for businesswoman in Jackson, and Latrice is going to be one. And Latrice was excited and all that. She said, is any of the other ladies a nominee or a part of this whole thing? And they said, well, no, because you really have the business in Jackson. I said, well, why don't you have something? And Marie, you got all of this land that you own. I bought it. You don't have anything in Jackson? That's very odd to me. For real odd. I mean, Arkesha could really be, because they got the pub on Fair Street, I think. Or they were going to. They got a business there already. I don't know if it's the pub. But anyways, so it's like, none of y'all, but y'all trying to be a part of the Belle Collective. Even if you don't so-called live there, you don't even have business there. Interesting. So did she say anybody was invited? Did she talk about the baby thing? I don't know yet. I don't know with her. Anyways, we're done with that. Let's get to the main course. It's the barbecue. Everyone's dressed in their 70s attire. I think Arkesha and Willie were the most creative. What ended up happening is that JJ and Glenn dressed the same. The only difference is JJ had on a blonde afro and Glenn had on a black afro. I said, okay. I don't know if it was planned that way or not. I kind of think it is because it's kind of the exact thing. Like there's nothing departing from it, from the whole costume. So whatever. Letitia and Akeisha, they sit back down again. Akeisha goes over again on what Tamara said that Latrice told her, that you guys set up this whole thing. And Letitia says that Tamara's lying. I don't owe you nothing. You don't owe me nothing, but I'm not lying about this whole situation. So Marie's like, one person saying they lying, the other person saying you lying. I don't know who, but frankly, at this point, I don't give a D. I don't know if I can say this on this line. But anyways, somebody lying. And from everything just, I don't know. I don't know what was said or what, but somebody lying. Anyways, so Marie comes in because they're trying to really figure out what is her issue with Tamra. Marie comes in and all she's got on is bell bottoms. So she really didn't dress the theme, but she's trying to act like, well, she ain't really acting like it, but it's like, okay, whatever. So they get in, I think I'm talking, Akeisha's trying to get this group back together, and I don't think the collective is a collective. It's not even the original format. We got to keep being subjective to these relationships, these tired as giving you the real tea. Go over and check out his show, his channel. But it's late, tired, and through. Like, we don't care. I think if that was the minor of the show, that would be cool. But it's become the major thing, and now it's becoming more love and marriage based. And it's like, we didn't ask for that. We don't want that. So kill it back and get these ladies back to doing whatever y'all were supposed to do as a collective. So Akeisha's trying to get, okay, so are you open to a conversation with Tamra? Well, I don't need to say nothing to her. She needs to say something to me. And why are you always trying to tell me I'm supposed to apologize to people? People should be apologizing to me. What does Tamra have to apologize to you for, fool? You brought this man up. You said this man got this. And you're saying that Tamra's lying based upon on what he's saying. You didn't even give her a chance to say nothing back. As far as you saying, well, you didn't give me a chance. It wasn't my. Now she's saying it wasn't her intent to do all that. F you, Marie. You're a liar. You are a liar. And this is what I got to say. You brought a terrorist within this group to try to re-traumatize and to terrorize again a woman, a black woman, a Belle. That is quite abusive. And you did it for storyline. I don't know what's going on between Letitia and Marie. All they're trying to do is stir the plot, but they're bringing these very jacked up plots to the show that is really bad. You sent a man back into this woman's life to traumatize her more. You would do this to another woman, and you are trying to say that Tamara's not giving her real life. And I wouldn't have done this if Tamara would be more open about everything. But I don't understand why anybody owes you an effing thing. We don't know everything about you. We don't know who is in and out your bed. Now you're signing NDAs all of a sudden. We don't know who you are sucking, plucking, licking, flipping. We don't know that. Nobody talks about your son and his inappropriate relationships that he had. And one of your grandchildren is a product of one of those inappropriate relationships, I believe. If we want to go there, since you want to keep being this type of beast on camera, thinking you don't owe nobody an apology, we can go there. Because I believe your son's child mother was in high school when he was not in high school, when they were having a relationship. Nobody talks about that. Do you know how much of a bitch people can be towards you, but they're not yet? Hopefully Tamara comes up with the big guns, but I don't think that's her character. It's not supposed to get that deep, but it went that deep. And you think what you did was minor. And now you're going to play up this thing to try to make yourself to be the victim and get to be so, what is it? I don't know what the word is. You think that you're self-righteous in this whole thing. Tamara gets there and she's like, I have nothing to say. There is no energy between us. I have nothing to say to her. They're going through an exchange. Letitia tries to bring up the whole Akeisha thing again, and Tamara stands on that I did not say that. And then she's trying to say, I got all this. Nobody has shown any type of proof that Tamara has done this in 2 seasons now. What's going on? I don't get it. Show the proof. Show the proof. Anyways, Tamara's about to go or whatever, and now it's a cliffhanger. Marie and Letitia, F you both. You both are very odd people. You know, Letitia, this was kind of your idea in regards to bringing this show, but you are bringing this show down. All for drama. And there's nothing, I have no respect for you or Marie whatsoever. Like, I don't understand. You are not the leader of this group, no matter what your title is supposed to be. You're not. You're not displaying any of that. And shame on both of you ladies. And I'm going to say this. Y'all try to say that Selena is this the most dangerous person now for Belle Collective. She can't film any more scenes. And I heard that she wasn't even invited to the reunion to at least hash things out with So Gucci, which was a dumb ass move on you, So Gucci, because you have nothing. You're just going to sit there trying to argue with Latrice over nothing. And that is so dumb. Now you have no storyline and you're boring. Yes, you can pull off parties to make things look fun. You can be a friend of the show. At this point, you sabotage your own story over principle and trying to be prideful against an ex-wife that you are intimidated by. If Selena is this dangerous, then also Letitia and Marie are dangerous, because they don't mind bringing in people to harm other women within this group. It may not have been a punch to the face, but it's a punch to their mental state and emotional state. And you didn't care about any of that. I'm sick of it. And y'all need to change. And y'all need to really apologize. Letitia's trying to be this good cop. Oh, I apologize. Lady, there's more to that. And as to the impact of what you attempted to do along with your jacked up friend. Get a different storyline than using Cliff and Latrice. All the cast, please. And now y'all suckering your husbands to keep doing that mess. No, get your own storylines. That's all I do have to say. Please leave your comments below. Do you agree with what I'm talking about in this episode or about this show? Or if not, let me know. But I appreciate everyone for coming to my channel. Please like, subscribe, also share this video. And you can also leave your comments, as I said before. Until the next one, peace.